And, deflation is good. Deflation implies efficiency. And Keynes was wrong in that he thought growth is what matters and numbers should go up in everything and so on and so forth. And what the classical economists, what the Austrians understood was no. Those numbers go up can be just a bubble. What we really need is more goods for the same price. We need more efficiency. That's all, that's productivity. And we don't have a chance of getting that when you've got a Federal Reserve. Federal Reserve sets the price of money. The price of money is the base layer of the entire financial system of all of capitalism. What it costs you to borrow determines whether you borrow or not. If interest rates are 20%, you're not going to borrow unless you have one hell of a project. If interest rates are 0, you're going to borrow and speculate because, hey, what the hell? It doesn't cost me much to do it. And what that interest rates at 0 has done is it's led to just huge misallocations of capital. The interest rate is something that should be set as a balance between those who have savings and those who need capital to pursue projects. And so, there will be debt, there will be borrowing, probably less of it on a Bitcoin standard, but there will be debt. And, that interest rate will be set in a manner such that you'll only borrow if you think the project you're pursuing gives you, enough return over and above the cost of borrowing and some error, some margin of error. And by the way, interest rates might be pretty low because you'll be thinking, today interest rates get set sometimes highly on projects because everyone knows you're getting paid back in debased money. If you thought your money was going up in real terms 2 or 3% a year, which is kind of the growth of productivity in the world, you might be willing to lend at a pretty low interest rate, recognizing that you're going to get paid back in sats that will have appreciated. It's just shifting your mindset. There's so many pieces of how we got here. Probably the guy I credit the most for screwing the whole thing up is Bernanke. He, claimed to be a scholar of the Great Depression, and he just got it wrong. The guy's a fraud, in my opinion. He misinterpreted the Great Depression, and rather than recognizing that it was a bubble driven by low interest rates and Fed largesse, he thought that was all normal, and that the crash was a function of the Fed not printing enough money. At some birthday party for Milton Friedman, he said, "Yeah, we blew it in the 30s, but thanks to you, we'll never blow it again." And of course, in 2008, very soon after that, he got a chance to prove that, as he took the Fed balance sheet from 800 billion to 3.7 trillion. So, he's the intellectual, champion of this whole thing. He had his famous speech. You Google it, the 2002 helicopter speech. You should read it, listen to it. He talked about how, we can't have deflation here because we've got the technology called the printing press, and we'll just print money. And what an irresponsible and stupid thing to say. What country in the history of the world has ever improved the well-being of its citizens by printing money? There's never, show me an example where that has worked. I don't think you can find one. So, this guy's our central banker, but, he was very well paid. The whole system that they've got makes the people who play the game fabulously rich, including him.
If you like that clip, then you definitely got to check out this next spicy clip. I think you're really going to like it. Come on, check it out. But if you want the full version, the full interview, check that out over here. Come on, do it. We'll see you in there.